Hello, Aries Sun, Sagittarius Rising. It is time for your year ahead reading. Let's do a little bit of astrology first. With that Sagittarius Rising, that means that your chart ruler is Jupiter, and that's going to impact all areas of your life. Jupiter is about expansion, learning, adventure. It's optimistic. Very optimistic. People may notice that about you all the time. You seem so lucky. You always seem to be in a good mood. You usually tend to see the brighter side of a situation. Why would you want to focus on the negativity when you can be focusing on the things that are working or learning about how things work in a better way? This can annoy some people, but it's just a part of who you are. And this can apply, again, to your whole chart. So, depending on other aspects and things that are going on there, especially with your sun most likely in the fifth house, especially you may have a particular optimism or curiosity about. Fifth house is about things that you're passionate about, things that drive you, creativity. So maybe your creativity in a large part is applied, or your expansion in that area is related to things that have to do with Jupiter. So that expansion, the learning, the knowledge, the travel, adventure, maybe that's what you're passionate about and what you like to pursue most when it comes to the creative part of your life. Just things to think about. Now let's get into your cards. I'm going to lay out 12 cards. Just label them 1 through 12 as I'm talking about them. But month one for you, card one, is going to be April of 2025. And then we'll just lay them all out. So month one, month two, month three, month four, month five, and month six. Month 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I'm going to pull an extra card from the back of the deck for an extra message or theme for the year. We have the 7 of Coins. 7 of Coins is kind of about, it is about evaluation, assessment, analysis. Evaluating how things are working, what is working, what isn't, what do you want to change, what do you want to remove, what do you want to add into life. Especially with the coins here, which is kind of about practical day-to-day things, things that you encounter on a regular basis. You may be shaking up your routines this year, essentially. Coins can be about work, they can be about home, they can be about finances, the practical everyday things that allow you to live in this world. You may be shaking things up as you move throughout this year. So that could be your theme. We'll see as we get into each individual month what they say. So starting off here, month one, with the King of Wands. This is a masculine energy. This is somebody who is very much in charge or is willing to take charge, more directive or authoritative style of leadership. This is somebody who's going to be directing things. Trying to tap in. This feels like you for the large mart. So for a large part. Maybe you work in a mart in some way. The King of Wands, fire element, definitely fire with both Sagittarius and Aries there as far as your element. And the King of Wands in particular, they're willing to go after what they want. This could very well be that combination of Aries and Sagittarius. You see what you want, you go for it. You don't hesitate, you just take the chance, you take the risk. That risk, though, for you is mitigated a lot because the king implies a lot of experience in this area. Somebody who has been here before and knows what they need to do to get there and has the will to do it. So there may be something, or there is something you're wanting to pursue or obtain in this month, and you're going for it, and you may be directing others on how to help you achieve that goal. So seizing this opportunity, seeing the chance and going for it. And then in month two, we have the Knight of Swords. Still up in the court cards, can indicate other people. It could indicate you. Swords are an air element that's going to be about communication, information, maybe even technology in some way. This is where you may be, or somebody else that you're working with, may be new to a certain technology, or maybe new to using a certain system or some information or something like that. They have no experience in this area yet. They're just figuring it out kind of as they go. They're going to be making mistakes along the way. You're going to need to be patient. Try your best. Be patient as they work through this and figure it out. Double check their work. Yes, it can seem like a pain to you to do that, but double check it. And if this is you, double check your own work. Go ask the questions. Swords, air, element, ask the questions, gain the clarity, find out what you did wrong, what you need to correct. If you're doubting some information, again, double check it. Go ask someone. Do not be afraid to ask the questions. It may be uncomfortable for some people, but don't be afraid to ask those questions, because that's how you're going to learn, is through that experience. In month 3, we have the Lovers. This is a major arcana card, and this one is about, for me, it's all about you have a choice to make here. You have a decision, but you can't make that decision until you have the conversations, again, with the communication here. So this is somebody who you are going to be close to. It is not necessarily a romantic partner. This could be a business relationship or a close friend that maybe you feel like you've been drifting apart from for a while. It's time to sit down and have a conversation with this person about what each of you want out of this relationship. What are your expectations? What are your goals? Are they in alignment or not? You have to have the uncomfortable conversations so that you know what to do next, so that you're both on the same page, so that maybe together you can come to a conclusion on if this is something that you want to take to the next level, or it's time to part ways. And this is not necessarily a bad thing. This, when you can get into that, it will save you a lot of time later on, or at least it'll give you a goal or revive the relationship a little more. So a goal that you together can work toward as a test to see if you guys are really, really ready to commit to each other on a deeper level, or just to continue working together to make it something happen. Don't be shy about what your needs and wants are. Don't hide anything. Don't understate anything. If it is important to you, it is worth speaking up and putting it out there. You may be surprised that the other party feels the same way or has a similar aspiration, but you have to put it out there. You have to have it. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It should, because this should be new to you when it comes to this relationship. If you truly want to take it to the next level, it's time to do that. If you don't want to have that conversation, then I would say it's probably time to consider breaking apart or splitting up, because you're not willing to commit or have that more deeper intimacy here. Tough questions. You can't make the choice until you know the answers, until you have the information. In month 4, we have the Knight of Coins, another court card here for you. The Knight of Coins, though, is kind of the slowest moving knight in the deck. They take their time. They're very thorough. This can be very aggravating for you, whether it's you having to take your time and go through something slowly and thoroughly, because you will need to do that if you want to get it right, if you want to figure out how it works, if you want to improve it. Or you have to work with and be very patient, because this person, yes, it takes them time to figure it out, but once they figure it out, it's going to work much better than it did before. It's going to flow smoothly. It's going to be worth the time and the patience. So, patience is the biggest word for you here in month 4. Take your time, slow down, read all of the fine print if you need to do that. Take your time. Figure it out as you go. Start from the top each time, just so you can verify that everything still lines up before you complete this. And if somebody else is pushing you to hurry up on this, let them know that this is not something that can be rushed. This is something that you feel is too important to rush through. You need to be thorough and be firm in that resolve. Borrow a little of the stubbornness that's related to this card too. And then in month 5, we have the 5 of Swords. This can indicate a miscommunication, an argument, something where you guys are not on the same page and you're talking past each other. Maybe both parties or you want to win the argument at all costs, but do you really at all costs? Think twice here. It is not going to serve you at all to win this argument at all costs. It will cost you something. It will not benefit you at all. Other than, well, I was right. Yeah, but, and now you don't have a job. Be very careful here. You're going to need to agree to compromise or agree to disagree and find a different way to work together or come together on this. There needs to be unification essentially at the end where you both understand clearly what each side needs, means, whatever, and then some sort of agreement or compromise that you guys can work together to make something better than both of you. Because you guys can feed and you guys have each have great ideas for what you want to accomplish, but they both need tempering. And you in particular maybe need to be the one that initiates that line of open communication, that line of, well, let's see what we can work out together. How can we blend these ideas so that we can create something or build something or come up with a solution that benefits everybody and makes us look good? Otherwise, neither one of you succeed. And then in month 6, we have the 10 of coins. This is a very good card. This is a legacy card. Tens in general are conclusions or the end of a system or a cycle. And coins, again, with that practical everyday life, like we discussed with the theme card here. You've gotten to a point here when it comes to at least one area of your life where you feel like you are on very solid ground. This is like your new baseline. You've risen up and up and up. This is your new baseline. You can't slide below this point now. From here, you can only continue to build up. This could also indicate retirement. It could indicate graduation from college. It could indicate that big promotion at work. It could indicate achieving a certain level of income that you've always wanted. You're achieving that goal. It could indicate a certain savings amount. You're achieving something that to you means significant success. A legacy style success that creates something that you're able to pass on to or help others with. So big props for you in this month. Allow yourself to feel that success. Allow yourself to sit in that success and be proud of what you've accomplished. And then down here in month 7, we have the 8 of Swords. It's fine and great and dandy. You have made this big significant achievement here up in month 6. In month 7, because this is a shift in how you think about things, in the way that you're going to be planning going forward, there is still going to be some anxiety that comes in, some self-doubt, some beliefs, self-limiting beliefs that will get in the way and make you feel like you're trapped. Oh, I can't move beyond this point. This is what I've achieved the best that I think I could. You have accomplished what you initially set out to do, and now maybe you're feeling nervous about, well, can I rise beyond this? Can I keep growing up? Can I keep building up? You can. You're just questioning it and you're feeling trapped and stuck here. This is your thought process. Keeping yourself stuck at this level because that was your ceiling before and now it's your floor. You can build up. So just know that this is a kind of a reaction to success. You can't go lower than this point now, though. So this is where you are in your success. And you are not stuck at this point. There is still room for growth, a lot of room for growth. You have the opportunity to set yourself free of the barrier, your self-imposed barriers. The blindfold that you have applied yourself. All these thoughts and beliefs and all these things here, maybe that others put on you, they're not moving, but you are. You can move. You can walk past this. You do not have to be restrained by the old beliefs or whatever limitation you had put on yourself in the past. Let yourself be free. This is up to you. Keep walking forward. Take a deep breath and go. And then in month 8, we have the 7 of Swords. Another card which is sort of about analysis and evaluation. 7s in general can be that way. But the 7 of Swords can indicate a feeling like you're getting away with something maybe you shouldn't. It's a sense of theft or thievery kind of too. Of maybe somebody lying to you or, again, the misinformation piece. I feel like this is part of your whole month 6 and 7 here is your own self-doubt getting in the way. Imposter syndrome, that's what it is. This feels like imposter syndrome a little bit. You can't believe that you are this successful, that you are this capable. And surely somebody else is going to recognize that you're not really as good as you think you are at this time. You're the only one in that way, though. You're the only one who is doubting yourself here. Everyone else just sees your success, sees what you're capable of. You're the one doubting your capabilities, but you're getting it done, aren't you? You're doing it. This isn't somebody else. This is you. This is your success. So try to push past that feeling and know that you are, in fact, very, very smart. You are, in fact, very, very successful. You are good at what you do. Push it to the next level. Go right ahead. It may take you a few tries or a few times, and you may coming back to that kind of energy as you're moving forward. Eventually, this will fall away. But this month, it may be particularly intense on you, where you're like, okay, is this really happening? Are they really paying me to do this? Because it seems very easy to you. But that's because it is easy for you. It's not easy for other people. Not everybody else can do what you do. This is unique to you, and you are deserving. So allow yourself to be the success that you are. And then we're moving into month 9 here with the Page of Wands, another court card. Pages in general are like curiosity leading the way, wanting to do things but having no idea yet how to do them. It's the child, it is the toddler, kind of, if you want to think of age groups for each of the court cards. This is a sense of wonder, of excitement about the potential that is out there for you, that is opening up for you now, and where you want to go next. What is driving you? Where is your passion calling you to go? You may be diving into that a little more this month, learning more about it. What is the potential there? How could you make this work? Wanting to suck in all the information that you can about this particular topic. This may be related to your 5th house. That's passions and creativity. Maybe a drive to go on an adventure somewhere. Maybe it's a creative adventure somewhere. But you will be excited and learning and diving into that kind of energy or topics here in month 9 and exploring the possibilities. But it is uplifting and it is exciting. The fact that you could even potentially do this is because of the success you've had. So this is opening up. This is recognizing here that you have so much potential and the possibilities could be endless. So you're trying them all out. You're looking into them. You're exploring the options and having fun doing it. And then we have another court card here in month 10. This does feel like somebody else that you'll be interacting with in this month. King of Cups, this could be intuition and emotion. Somebody who knows, again, is very confident about how they feel, is not afraid to express that, recognizes that they could be manipulative if they so chose to be, but they don't. This feels like somebody you can trust, maybe somebody you already know in life back up here, who is there for you. You can count on them. They are steady. This is somebody, again, it is masculine energy. It is somebody who has that more authoritative style of leadership. But with the King of Cups, there's definitely that aspect of compassion and recognizing or being able to tap into, if they are a leader and they have employees or people under them, they probably have the most solid, most emotionally stable team, people who are confident in what direction they want to go. This could be somebody who is an advisor to you. This could be somebody who maybe you're in a relationship with in some way. But there's at least one interaction this month with this type of person that is going to influence you going forward. Whether it is gaining confidence in expressing how you feel, or recognizing what your triggers are, or just being able to have a confidence that you can feel comfortable expressing yourself, expressing your emotions to, without feeling like you're putting weight on them, because they would never treat it that way. They would help you work through it. They will not take on the burden, but they will help you learn how to work with those emotions, how to deal with it, how to express it. And then we come up to the Temperance card here in month 11. Temperance is all about Could be moderation or balance. You don't want to have excessive things or be in an excessive kind of energy, because all of your energy, all of your time gets sucked into that, and then you neglect other areas of your life. The goal here is the moderation, is temperance, maintaining balance as you're working through things this month. So there may be something that happens in this month where it is tempting to direct all of your energy. Don't do it. Put limits on it, put boundaries around it, put up something so that you're not sucked in and you're not the one totally responsible, and you're not having to put all of your energy in there and draining yourself dry, burning yourself out, so you have nothing to give anywhere else. That does you a disservice. So boundaries are going to be needed in this area, is what I'm feeling, so that you can maintain that work-life balance or play or whatever it is, so that you can be successful in all areas. There's also a sense here that it could be somebody in the background trying to pawn their work or their stuff off on you because they just don't want to do it. So be vigilant for that a little bit, or that might be where the boundaries come in. And you have to say, nope, you're going to have to deal with your stuff. I can do this and this. You pick which one. I'm not doing all of them. That kind of a vibe. So be aware of that. And this may be somebody that's a friend of yours too, that is going to attempt to do this. Do not take on their problems. Do not take on responsibility for things that they need to take care of, that they need to face. Okay? In month 12, we have the Six of Swords. So what may come out of this, or what is coming out of this period, is a recognition of that pattern maybe with this person that you've had on an ongoing basis, and the decision that you have here in month 12 that you're not going to deal with that anymore. Maybe you're not communicating with that person, at least not in the same way anymore. Maybe you are cutting back on social media or other ways of communicating or connecting with them, but you are moving on. You're not going to stay in that space anymore. You're not going to be drawn into the drama anymore. You're not going to be drawn into the circular arguments anymore. You're done. You're already out. Your thoughts have moved on. They cannot antagonize you or tempt you to take care of things for them anymore, because you've already moved on. Mentally, you have moved on, which is a good thing for you, and will lead for more energy, to more energy for the things that you want to pursue going forward. You may be surprised at how that's going to open up your life once you get there, or once you get into the next month or so of that. Okay, that is what I have for you, Aries Sun, Sagittarius Rising, for your year ahead. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.